Welcome back to another episode of XCOM2 Long War 2. This will be Operation Frozen Fog, where we will be recovering an item from the advent train with just a newly promoted specialist and a fellow rookie. So without further ado, let's launch the mission. Now, the fact that the enemy population is extremely light means good news, because basically it means we can expect only about 3 mobs, 3 pods, and possibly about 4 to 6 units each. Of course, there will no doubt be one pod that will be right next to the data cache, which we definitely need to be careful. And one thing we are definitely counting on is being able to access the data cache from a distance, which obviously that's what our specialist is here to do. Now, as always, we're going in with 2 people: the specialist to actually do the actual hacking, and the second guy as backup. So you can see it's
Menace 1-5, we've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
Heading out.
Alright, so the main thing to bear in mind is that once we approach the data cache, and actually it's kind of in a place where we kind of have to be like over here to actually access it via gremlin. So we're going to be able to want to put ourselves in such a position that we can kind of easily do that. So I'm just sort of thinking which way we can push forward. This is definitely a safe place, but it looks like we've got some company right ahead. That's actually pretty close, and we don't want to be, we definitely don't want to be getting too close to them. So our other guy will at least take a wider berth. And then we'll see where they move. That's some fancy acrobatics you seem to be doing there, but I'm pretty sure your fellow troops appreciate it. Okay, so they kind of blocked us off, which is, and it's not even that, it's actually this thing. So we should, we're gonna loop around this way, and hopefully be able to dodge them fairly easily. So we can definitely just hop across this way, I suppose. Just wondering if there's cover on. No, we kind of want something that has cover that way as well. So I guess we'll give ourselves a wider berth. You are definitely gonna yellow move this one, and looks like there's a lamp there, and then
double time. Okay,
so far so good. I don't know what you call these things, advent towers, lamps, I don't know. But what I do know is that we will at least be pushing forward in this direction. Now, I think actually the next best thing to do is actually hop up onto the roof, and then that will give us a chance to peek over and see what enemies there may be. So we'll give him a chance to peek forward and kind of just get into a position where he can do just that without being unnecessarily flanked. So I think over here will be a target location. Alright, and then we can definitely yellow move our other guy right over here.
Already there.
So far so good. We've got a good site over here, so basically, like, we can take, oh, there's a guy up top there. Oh, that's a turret. Okay. So basically it looks like we can, it's a bit contentious at some points, but we can definitely, there's a couple of tiles where we can definitely sneak in and grab and remotely hack the cache. So it's like over here, so these 2 spots. So we want to get close that way, and then like before, as soon as we hack the cache with the specialist, we have to call evac as well. So first things first, we'll hop to the side and make sure that
enemy squad located.
Okay, so yeah, that's kind of expected. Alright, so unfortunately the tower is kind of covering everything, which makes it a bit difficult. The only solace we have is that he can basically hack the turret, which oh, that is such a low percentage that he probably really doesn't have all that great of a chance to actually hack the thing. So I guess the question is like, how should we approach it from here? We don't know where this mob is gonna move. So if it moves down here, then we've got an opportunity. The interesting thing to point out is that the turret can't actually see our specialist over here. So it's like we can get our specialist here, hack, and then run. So just trying to think about how we should approach this situation. I don't want to put him here because the turret can basically see him. So over here is the next best idea. Now, you probably can't do much, so I'm gonna keep you up here. And I guess the other thing I'm wondering is that... Oh, okay, so there's a pipe up here. There is a pipe up here. What we can do is put the evac on the roof.
Roger. I've got my eyes on it.
Now, I don't want you to move you too close yet.
Eyes on the prize.
We don't exactly know where they're moving just yet. One thing we could possibly do is actually initiate with a flashbang using our other guy. Hadassah Shapira. It's an interesting name. Yeah, we could possibly initiate with a flashbang on those guys so that we know that's taken care of. And I guess we can definitely call evac back this way. So let's get you over here.
On it.
Yeah. We don't want you getting too close to admin, but we want to get you closer to this, such that you can get over here in one move. So I think over here might be good, but we run the risk of another part coming in that way. So over here is the riskier option. Over here is the safer option.
Okay.
And we'll kind of just have to
Scanning.
hope these guys move away a little. Alright. Getting an opportunity there. Okay, so we move forward.
Roger that.
The only slight problem is that that may actually potentially block. What's
Heading there now.
So you keep an eye on them. I was just wondering about him, like basically if he moves up here, like would it be, and if they come that way it will be a flank. So let's just double check that. So it's really only these two tiles, and the problem is, like, as soon as he hacks, he's gonna be seen by the turret, so he's gonna need to be able to run away. So I know he can move there in one turn. I kind of want him to move here immediately. If only there was like some other spot where he could actually see. And shutting down the turret's really not going to do anything. Okay, this is a bit tricky. Let's see if there's any other squares except those two where he can kind of see. No, okay, he probably can't. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to go about doing this. It's really not that easy.
Moving to designated coordinates.
And you...
Got it covered.
Alright, they're moving away, which is a good thing. Alright. Time to hack? I think so. I don't know how the turret's gonna react though. Well, we'll see.
Moving. Objective sighted. Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. We have positive confirmation of the target package. Move to acquire.
Okay, so that seems clear. Alright, we're gonna have both of us on Overwatch.
Position confirmed.
I was actually worried the turret would actually see him.
I'm on it.
And then... Okay, now it's time to hack.
Bypassing security.
Okay, one new rebel. Let's give that a go, but it's not like... Oh! Okay. That works for me. It's always nice to have new rebels.
I'm in. We're busted.
Want to make sure we don't activate that advent mob right on the other side of the train, so you have got to run the fuck away. Can the turret see you from over there? We also need to call down evac, so we'll do that now. It's 3 turns, so it's gonna be a bit contentious.
Bring in the evac.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
Confirm.
Alright, and then you can pull back as well. Do I pull back and Overwatch or?
Guess that'll be okay.
May as well Overwatch. Oh, the tiger can see you. That's not great. Okay, you're just gonna pull back some more. Over here.
What's over there?
Oh, that's not good. Oh, jeez. I really should have thrown the evac a little further away. Okay, so far so good.
There's heavy fire in this zone.
Alright, that's fine. Really, that's not gonna do much. We're just gonna pull back behind full cover. I'm just trying to think about how far away can we go, or like do we need to throw a flashbang? I really want to throw a flashbang, but I think at this stage, while we've got plenty of distance between us and the advent, we may as well take that opportunity. The only problem is dealing with the Overwatchers. So what we'll do is that we'll pull back and put down a smoke grenade or two. I actually really didn't pick a good place for evac, because that's actually very little low cover here. We also want to get away from the turrets, so just trying to see where else. There's another troop at the back there, so we should retreat this way. So I'm gonna do just that. You're gonna hide behind this, and then we're gonna do the same.
You say so.
So we'll get you to throw a smoke grenade on you because they won't be able to see him. The other thing is that we should probably throw a smoke grenade sort of like between here and the evac, so that when we run, we don't immediately get slammed with Overwatch. So get a smoke grenade on him.
Smoke's up.
Even though the smoke grenade kind of gives away his position, which is, I guess, kind of silly. Alright, well, nothing apparently.
Okay, I'll go.
We still gotta try and see if there's anyone. Alright, you can at least move to the side and throw a flashbang. Oh, you've got a smoke grenade. I'm such a dummy. Okay. Alright, just gotta hide out of sight. Just wondering who can actually see you, who can't.
Guess that'll be okay.
I hope so. Alright, let's put another smoke grenade down. Wonder what our new rookie promotion will be. Okay. Oh, there's an Overwatch.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Indeed. Let's get going. Where's the evac again? I didn't see the evac. Oh, it's over here. Okay. I'm such a dummy.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Oh, that's a lot of people nearby. Oh, would you see the aerobatics? Let's get you over here.
Stepping off.
Alright, well, see ya, Advent. It's been fun.
Avengers, this is Firebrand. Package is secure. All surviving XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Well, the newbies made it, so we'll be looking forward to hopefully 2 promotions. I'm not sure how good the XP is, but I'm glad it actually worked out pretty well. Apart from the fact that I completely forgot that our specialist didn't have a flashbang, but instead 2 sets of armor, because I mean, when you've got someone with 3 health, you kind of just want him to be able to survive at least 1 shot. So it's good to see that they all it's good to see that no one got shot. And we were able to make it out with the data cache. So that would be a nice bit of intel. We got 1 new resistance member. So all in all, fairly solid mission. And not really much else to say about that. So looking forward to getting those guys right back into action. Especially on the next couple of missions. Especially when we need a bigger team. And you know, sometimes we just need a bit of extra fodder, extra bodies to help out a little. So it's undoubtedly a very busy period right now, and of course I'm looking forward to getting into more of the action and of course dealing with some bigger enemies. But for now, we got to take this one mission at a time, one promotion at a time, one rookie at a time.
I never had any doubts about your capabilities, Commander. Excellent work as always.
Wow, you are going to be a gunner. Okay, that's pretty cool. We do need more gunners. And alright, now I've been doing a lot of medical protocol for a while, so let's go back to combat protocol. Go for combat protocol and then revival protocol, and then because I think that will give us a bit more versatility, a bit more flexibility. So 2 scopes, 1 laser sight. That's actually quite interesting. We got a really nice package out of that. So I'm wondering how many more rookies we have. We've got no recruits. That's fine. We can view soldiers. Everyone is pretty darn busy right now, except for those 2 which recently just got their promotions. Congratulations. Very welcome to have you aboard. And of course, we just got to see what's happening on the global map. So, showing the alien relay, what's happening here. Expires in 9 hours, that's not going to happen. Expires in 8 days, hack the workstation. This one requires a bigger team because it's light to moderate. I said that in the last video, and I realized it's kind of annoying that I'm going through all of them again. But I won't lie, I have a pretty bad memory. Neutralize target expires in 5 days. This is it's extremely light. Max squad size 10. We could definitely put in a team within. Alright, so what's this one? Oh, this one's especially going to be next, and then this one. So I would really like to neutralize the target here, because if it's extremely light, and then you'll just probably be light in a couple of days, I think that's something we would be silly not to take advantage of. But that's really only given if we actually have the army to do so, in which we probably don't. Not at least until for another 4 or 5 days, because at least if you look at some of the timers, or if I sort by status or by days, then you see we've got a bunch of people coming out in 3 or 4 days, at least recovering from the medical ward. We've got a couple of people, we've got a fair amount of people completing training in 3 to 4 days, so that is also a very welcome sight. So what I'm going to do is actually going to go back, finish building this relay, and we can build stocks. Hooray! Alright, steady weapon, that's fine. Oh, now we can produce advanced stocks, okay. Does that basically mean, yeah, we need advanced stocks to be able to produce them. That's, look, I'm not gonna lie, I think that's kind of silly, but we'll roll with it. So, we can mass produce laser sights, which is, I guess, not that interesting. Chameleon suit. This time will not afford any bonus protection, allows our troops to blend in whatever environment they're operating in, reducing time necessary. We could just build one for the heck of it. And then, or we could get someone to use shredder rounds. We could definitely get a ranger with shredder rounds. That would be quite nice, actually. Do bonus damage to non-robotic aliens. Yeah, let's go for shredder rounds, because
Right away, Commander. I'll send word when the project is complete.
Because we're kind of being a bit lazy in kind of especially since our gunners are kind of a mix between how am I trying to say? It's like our gunners kind of a mix between like a support gunner or an actual shooting gunner. So, alright, well, what have we here? Northern heat, extremely light, mission brief. That's not gonna happen. Hello. 2 days, 13 hours, sweet, it's a concealed star infiltration mission. If it's an infiltration mission, that means that we don't have enough time. That really sucks. And we don't have 10 troops to actually jump right into that, so that's really kind of... Oh, hello. 3 resisted contacts. 6 days, 22 hours. I think we will definitely get new rookies. It's very light right now, so... We can send in our newly acquired specialist and gunner here. There'll be a nice duo to walk in. Alright, there we go. We've got Simran. We took her out from the Haven just so that we could actually have an assault, so she's a bit more versatile. She's also got lightning reflexes, which means that we can definitely run a bunch of Overwatches. So kind of just a standard loadout, not really much to say. So without further ado, let's send this team off. Definitely looking forward to having more rookies and more resistance personnel. No doubt there will be a useful addition to our team. So no doubt I'm putting our putting our newly branded specialist through a lot of work right now, but it will all definitely pay off. So
Setting course for Sector 10,
So,
Eastern
back to the-
United States.
back to the radio relay. Hopefully not too many missions right afterwards, but we will definitely get
Long
that.
live the resistance.
Indeed. Alright, now, Advent Strength 4, that's not great. But now we can actually make contact with New Mexico. So, 80 intel,
Setting course for Mexico.
it is a nice feeling, not having to spend so much intel.
Attempting to establish local
Okay,
regional contacts.
So, we've got a new specialist, which is great. Welcome to the team. Wondering, I don't think we actually have any more rookies, do we? We might have, no, gunner and a specialist. Okay, that's fine. So we don't really have much people to train. You just got a bunch of people coming out of training fairly soon. So once that's done, we'll start worrying about who's gonna do what. Okay, so New Mexico, let's keep going. Go through. Welcome, welcome. More damage is very nice. And then, oh really? 1 day, 12 hours. Max squad size 10. That's really. We could probably get a few people in like fairly soon. 24, 34. No, that's really pushing it. So that's really not gonna happen, unfortunately. Oh well. Alright, something just hit 100%. Hitman, jailbreak. Alright, well, isn't that the one? Oh, Stanislav, you're in for a rough time. Alright, well, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video where we'll take on Operation Deathbreaker and Stanislav goes on his 3rd consecutive mission.